Welcome to Harrison's Automotive. We are dealing with a 6.0 today that is acting really strange. I may not show you everything to do with it, but as you saw it cranking, right after cranking, the engine was kind of running and then it was running a little better, and all of a sudden we got all cylinders firing pretty I mean, we got a couple of negatives here, but nothing too drastic. I'm not absolutely positive what to think about this vehicle yet. We got a cylinder dropping off. Now let's see if the motor quits. It's running rough, rougher. I'm not doing anything to it. Multiple cylinder misfires. Good fuel pressure. 4 negative cylinders. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up there goes 6. And she is down for the count. No communication coming back. Like the computer turned off. I'm going to cycle the key. Go in here and look at data. Drivability. Well, you can see I've already got some things pulled up. I've got the FICM pulled up for voltage. It needs to be above somewhere like 45, I think. I like to see them about where they are or better. We got our voltage going in. That's what our battery voltage going into that FICM computer is. Our ICP voltage, which I need to look and see if the connector's got oil in it to verify whether or not it's actually good oil pressure. Our pressure regulator right now, you can see it's fully open at 85%. It's fully closed. Trying to make just as much oil pressure as it can. It's not going to give me the data from when I didn't have it open. Kind of a bad thing, but I wish it would capture that data while I'm looking at the contribution data, but I can't do both at the same time with this computer. Maybe that's something we can look at later. We're looking at sync to make sure we have cam and crank sync. We're looking at FICM sync to make sure both sides of the logic board have sync between them. And again, the logic side of the FICM to make sure that the voltages are fairly close, and I mean they look like they change at the exact same time. And lastly, I'm looking at RPM to verify a crank signal. I'm also thinking about the EGR. Quite possibly, I have seen a stuck open EGR not let a 6.0 run, but never a 6.0 that will run for a little while, drop 4 or even 5 cylinders, and collapse on itself. So let's take a look at cranking. If it might start back up, but that's not been my experience. Let's see what she acts like. Good oil pressure. Sync on both. Oh, she's trying. We've got RPM. I'm telling you guys, I'm not really sure on this one. You can hear that fuel pump. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to think about that, guys. I'm just not. I'm afraid I would break my gauge if I try to tee it off right there. Whoops, sorry. I need to put my finger in the way. It's a really strange style of line. slow build. Not quite sure what to think about this yet, guys. Just really not. The only other thing that the scanner actually shows, let's see if it still shows it in the memory. We had a single injector showing faulted. Is that causing this whole thing? Not absolutely positive yet. I'll try to post another video just as soon as I actually know what is going on with this vehicle for certain. Or maybe I'll take the ICP valve out of this thing on camera and see if I can show you guys putting air pressure to 1. Let me see if I can get this thing to focus on this on my phone. Right inside there is your ICP valve. Right there is the ICP valve. It tells the computer what the oil pressures are. Maybe we're getting the wrong oil pressures. I'm not absolutely positive yet, but I might show you guys what's going on here in a little while. I'll see you. Alright guys, so just a final word of the day. I've already shut the shop down and got it all closed off. Just thought I'd make one quick video. I did check the EGR valve. It is not open. I even tried just unplugging it and trying to start the truck. Wouldn't run. Then I took the fault with and finally got loose the upper fuel bowl, and it's not totally dry down in there, but it's very close to being dry. So here's what I think's going on. The truck is struggling to maintain fuel pressure for some reason. Not really sure why. I don't know if it's sucking a lot of air around the base and that's causing high pressure, because according to Identifix, a truck like this with a 6.0 should have between 45 and I think it's 65 or 75 if the new spring kit has been put into the regulator. Not 90. So here's where I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to leave this one saying for today, and then tomorrow we'll just see how it actually works after I change the pump. What I think's happening, I think I'm either getting a lot of air or I'm getting a lot of pressure but not quantity. I'm not really sure how to go about measuring quantity. So here's what I'm calling on this. We've got an empty upper filter. We've got a pump that sounds like it's struggling, as you heard in the video. So I'm calling the pump. We know we got power and ground there. That's not our issue. Our issue is whether or not it's producing. It appears to be, but that knock, I don't know, guys. I don't like guessing on a vehicle. I don't like to say that I know it's something and charge the customer on it and then turn out, sorry, it wasn't that. But sometimes on stuff like this that I'm just not sure what to do next, all I can say is we got to try something. So let's put a pump in it, let's put new filters on it, and let's recheck our pressures and see what it does. I mean, it's possible we've got a restriction in the line, but what makes me not think it's a restriction in the line is that the truck would sit there and run well for several minutes and then start to drop off. It's like the pump's getting hot and getting weak, or honestly, I'm not sure. So let's pick this up tomorrow, and I'll let you see if the pump fixed it. See y'all tomorrow.